Okay, so I'm jumping into this video before it even starts. Originally, I wanted this video to actually show me going and making my official logo, but I think for now, I want to stick with my face because what draws people more in, a logo or someone's face? I mean, look at any type of painting or any type of art, and you can either have a face or a brilliant landscape. The person is going to be drawn to the face first, no matter how well this beautiful landscape is done. So that's just my kind of idea behind this, and I'm going to turn this into more of like a memento of my own ideas and my own creative thought of how I want this company to turn out. Because technically, this is a company. As someone that is trying to have your own business, you have to market yourself. And this is kind of just one of those things where it's like, I'm. This is my first attempt and idea to create more of a marketing logo. And I'll make sure to save this and tack it to my wall so that I can go back and look. That's where I started. And then where have I gone since then? What have I done to improve? But anyways, enough about this. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the video and see you in the next one. All right, welcome back to the vast world that is known by all, but not known by few. Or just the confused that don't know what the world is. Okay, so hope everyone's been doing well. Like I said, this is just me kind of going over and creating my emblem and just getting some design ideas and some thoughts out, and so that I can at least have a logo now, like a proper logo. And just heads up, this might change in the future, but for right now, I kind of just thought, you know what, I'm just going to throw some ideas out, kind of practice, and just, start experimenting with different ways to have a channel. So, I just, in this first clip, this is just me going over my ideas, kind of what I thought I could do, what works, what doesn't work, where do I want to go with this, and kind of just feeling it out. So, side note for those of you that may be artists or may not be artists, or even if you want to get into painting, it's always good if you have an idea for something, to start laying out designs and ideas for it, or rough drafting it. And the rough draft doesn't have to be perfect. So in this, I kind of was going off of, okay, so how do I include creative explorations of areas? And that got me thinking, well, first off, what's my favorite color? And my favorite color is like a burgundy maroon color. And how do I include that? Or, what can I pair with that for now? So I kind of wanted the letters to be connected in this first iteration of my logo. And I say iteration first because I know in the future it'll change. Everything in the world changes. There's always an update. No tradition stays the same. Something new will always be added, or something will always change or get removed. That's just a part of human life, history, and whatever. So I wanted the letters to be combined. So I kind of figured putting the C to hold everything together, and then the A, even though the A is the last word, last letter, but that was the best option I could find to get it to fit together. And I still have a couple ideas that I could have done, but I just felt like this would be the best. So first I went through, just made a 4x4 inch card, and then I got to the centers and then used a compass. For those of you that don't know what the proper name of this thing is, this is called a compass. No, it does not tell you north or south, unfortunately. And I just used that to make the C, to give me that rough, you know, so at least something, it looks nice, because you can't always use a ruler to, like, get that nice circle that you want. So I went and made the circle first, then put in my A using a ruler, and same with the E. And like going into this, I had so many different ideas, but I figured when you start out something, sometimes it's good to go small. And at least for me, I kind of figured I'm not going to try to make it extravagant. That's for the future. If I want to make something extravagant, I kind of just want to feel it out and see where I go. And I feel like that's what I did. So I used a Quina Rose color. I know it says a few other things there, but I know I'm going to mess it up because I'm dyslexic. And then I used like one of my favorite colors, which is a crimson, Azorian crimson. Hopefully I said that right. And I kind of mixed the two, like warm and cold colors, though this is more of a cold color. Because it's got a bit more blue. I feel like it has some blue in it. And then I just used my Mars black in there too. So that's how I went and got the background. Sure, I could have done like a brighter color, which would have made it pop, but I kind of felt like, you know what? So anyways, like another thought behind all this is not everything's perfect, and when you're an artist, it's, I guess you could use technology to create this perfect balance and perfect shape, and have it so like one side of the line over here is completely symmetrical to the other side line over here. But when you look in nature, nothing's the exact same. There's similarities, yes, but there's also a bunch of differences. So take a flower petal. No flower petal is going to be the exact same. And that's kind of just what I wanted to, when I was making this, I didn't want it to be perfect. Like I know like I said, I could have done this digitally, and this could have all been one smooth color. But instead it's got texture, it's got different kind of, the light reacts differently on different parts. Some of it's not as heavy, some of it's thicker. Not all this is perfectly, you know, symmetrical. The line isn't like perfectly the same amount of width. And I guess that's kind of just who I am in general. I kind of see the world as not everything's perfect, but that's okay. And I just wanted to capture that too. So that's kind of like my first, the reason why I made it like handcrafted. Plus, you know, handcrafted stuff's always better. Well, generally. Well, at least to me, it feels good when I have handcrafted something. It feels like I've accomplished something, even though like I can accomplish creating videos, and that's also handcrafted. So, you know what? Forget that statement. But anyways, I just wanted to show and do the time lapse of me just creating this piece, and we'll see what video I come up with next. I'm like trying to figure out a nice schedule, so like today I get this done and a video gets released on this date. So I'm still trying to work on scheduling to figure that out for my own self. But this is just another like little update. I hope you enjoyed. If there's something you would like to see or you think would be cool, let me know, and I will see you in the next video.